So I didn't know. I didn't say I didn't know.
A mother in pain, weeping over the disappearance of her daughter more than a month after she was kidnapped. 56-year-old Comfortahin says her 18-year-old daughter Ruth Quayson is yet to be found after she was kidnapped at BU Junction in Takoradi on 4th December last year. It will be recalled that earlier this month, parents and relatives of 7 girls who went missing under strange circumstances embarked on a demonstration, following which a Nigerian, Samuel Udoteg Wilson, was arrested for allegedly masterminding the kidnapping. The distressed parents are appealing to government to find their missing children. Here is Comfortahin.
But when you're 18 years, last year you were Fiji. No certain if you know the page maybe.
My daughter is 18 years old. She completed Fiji Senior High School just last year. She was worried about staying home without a job. She told me a friend was helping her get one. On 4th December, she left home to meet that friend. 2 hours after she left home, she called my line and demanded 5,000 cedis. I got worried and alarmed. I asked her where she was, but she couldn't give me any information about her location. Her line went off afterward. He demanded 10,000 cedis. We bargained and pleaded with him. He later agreed to take 8,000 cedis.
Father of 15-year-old Priscilla Mantibia Kranchi, a first-year student at Secondary College, who was also kidnapped on 21st December 2018, says he strongly believes his daughter is dead since her dress and scarf were found during the rearrest of the suspected kidnapper.
On their search, they called one of my sons, and when my son went there, they showed him the dress. He confirmed that it was my daughter's dress.
Okay.
So when they called me, in fact, I couldn't believe still my daughter is alive. Because how can the dress be found and then the person is not there?
The police in the Western region have been tight-lipped on the matter, only urging the parents to be calm as they make efforts to find the girls. But an uncle of one of the victims, Asari Aidan Texan, is accusing the police of not doing enough to find the girls.
My niece was kidnapped. Now the person was arrested. There are about 2 days or 3 days we heard the person has escaped from the prison or the cell, which is uncalled for. Now we managed doing a demonstration against the police. Just a night that we managed to do the demonstration, they called that they found the guy again. So this thing I don't understand. It is a hard time that the police and the CIDs have to wake up. We cannot sit on this issue. It's very, very serious. It's a month and 2 weeks. And what do they want again? The culprit is at hand. So what do we do now? You have to torture the person to talk. He's not talking. And we all know he have admitted he have the guys or the girls with them. So where are they? I heard over that they've jailed him with the escaping. That's not escaping matter. We want the kid. We want the children. It is not the prison we want.
And after this report, the police opened up to us. The Western Region Police says it has hit a snag with investigations into the kidnapping of 3 girls in the regional capital, Takoradi. The 3, as you've been told by that report, 18-year-old Ruth Quayson, Priscilla Blessing Bintum, aged 21, and Priscilla Crunchy, aged 15 years. They've been missing for some time now. We're not sure if it's 5 months, at least for one of the girls, since December. Here's the regional police commander.
They have procedures to far as all some of these issues when they come on board. We are to, first of all, be in the position at least to see how best these pictures can be. Initially, it is not good just to put out the pictures unless, of course, you chance to go into investigation for some time. And you needed, you have established some evidence to show that at least you cannot get this victims. Then before you can even have them gazetted and you publish. So that is the first thing you have to do.
Yes. So my fundamental question. I mean, just to cut a long story short, the people are missing, and from the interview granted earlier today, I think this was brought to your attention. I think in August, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, it was in August.
In August, that's 5 months ago. I'm asking, have you circulated? I mean, the girls are missing. All you want now is to find them. You need help to find them, but I haven't seen a picture of these girls circulating anywhere that if I find the girl hanging in my neighborhood, I will notice who she is. Why haven't we done that 5 months on?
As I explained to you earlier, if you don't, this is a kidnap case we are investigating. It is important to have something to put your hands on before you circulate. If the stigma associated with some of these things, so you must consider it. The trauma the girls are going through. So it is not just good to put the pictures out like that.
Mr. Dejo, you are looking for missing girls. It's been 5 months. Everywhere in the world, when people are missing, the best allies you have in tracking and locating them is the public. Somebody might find somebody sitting in a car and might look at the person because I've seen a picture that the police is circulating. Will call you and say, I have a tip for you. You're saying to me that 5 months on, you haven't found enough evidence to circulate the pictures as widely as possible?
What do I want you to realize? That this is a kidnap case. And added to that, the parents beforehand were paying money to these kidnappers before informing us. So, in fact, we have to take time and see to it that the appropriate things are done before some of these things are done. As I'm talking to you too, if you
what do you need, Mr. Dejo, to simply circulate the pictures across the country?
That has been done. Even the pictures were even in Daily Guide.
The pictures were in Daily Guide. You put it there, or Daily Guide decided to do it themselves?
Well, they came to us. We gave it to them for the story.
So Daily Guide came to you, not the other way around. Not the police taking the initiative and saying, every media organization in Ghana, these are the pictures I want.
Initiative and invited them, and then we gave the story to. But it was the divisional commander who even gave the story out. I don't think that ought to come to public domain. What else we wanted to do with these issues? But we all apologize because we need to keep a lot of things to our chest, but we can be able to get to the bottom of this issue.
Are you restricting your search to Ghana or to the sub-region? Or expanding it to the sub-region?
Because we cannot restrict ourselves only to Ghana. This is Nigeria who is involved, so we don't know what happened.
You say you cannot torture him to get information, understandably, because the law is against that. So I'm just wondering, have you reached out for help in the Western region? The Ghana Police Service is a big institution to try other means of getting this gentleman to speak, the psychologist, etc. What else have you tried?
We are still investigating it. So it does good for me to put it, saying all that we have done. I believe you will bear with me.
No problem. Mr. Dejo, we just heard from the families. They're distraught, they're in despair, etc. What do you tell these families who can't find their daughters? The daughters have been kidnapped. It's been 5 months for some. What do you tell them tonight? Some of them are listening to you. Speak to them directly. What do you tell them?
No, I've invited them several times. Even last week, I invited them. They refused to even to come.
Because they've lost faith in your ability to help them find their daughters. I'm asking you tonight, what do you tell them listening to you tonight on radio?
They should have the confidence in the police that we get to the bottom of this issue.
So you heard there the Western Regional Police Commander DCOP Redeemer Vincent Dejo in that interview with my colleague Evans Mensah yesterday on Joy FM. Now, joining us via phone is the Member of Parliament for Takrade, Kwabena Ochre Dako Mensah. Good morning to you, sir. You've been listening to the Regional Commander. First of all, can you tell us how much you know about the missing girls?
First and foremost, I'd like to greet your audience. What I know is that this thing started way back in August, and the last reported case was in December. It didn't happen in Takrady proper, as you know it, Mamavi, but at Ntankofo, Kansarodo, Butumejebu area. And my information has been that the gentleman who allowed them had been communicating with them for a period before the incident happened. So it was not that somebody was just standing somewhere and they were bundled into a taxi or something.
Can I just appreciate what you've just said? So
what I'm saying that there was a relationship that was built between the gentleman who had been captured and then the ladies, even though he was pushed around by another person who is a Nigerian who was absconded, and then they are trying to locate him. So it's very disheartening because when the children are not brought back, I mean, all the parents find it difficult to basically survive. You know, I have 3 girls, and sometimes, you know, what happens when girls are missing.
So first of all, the gentleman in custody had some kind of relationship. Otherwise, the missing girls knew him.
Yes, because when I spoke to the police in charge of the investigation, he said that the telephone records with MTN showed that there was some kind of relationship over a period of time.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's build it from there.
Okay. So I believe that the young girls will have to start being careful, apart from what has happened, and to be sure that they do the right thing.
Okay.
When some of the police, the taxi drivers come to my house, I ask them how come this is happening. And what they are also saying is that they believe that a lot of the taxi drivers who are involved are basically not the taxi drivers who are in uniform, because otherwise they could have volunteered information as to what has happened, because they are recognized, they have stations and stuff like that. So we need to also start checking some of these things.
Okay. Now, the police commander, when you listen to him carefully, it's almost as if the police they've done everything that they can do about this. And there's nothing more because the guy in custody is not giving information.
That is not my understanding of what the policeman was saying. I think that even though they've hit a snag, I mean, they are still working on it, and it might take some time to uncover the whole thing, because I'm aware that the gentleman is going back to the court, I think on the 28th, on the same issue after that escape. And I know that in Takrady, when there was that escape, virtually all the women who were selling around the police station were virtually evacuated from where they were selling to another location to make the place more safer, so that when there's an activity going around that area, it can be easily noticed. So this is not something that the police have stopped investigating. I think that what he said was that they hit a snag and that they are going through their processes.
But is the search restricted to only Takrady? I thought this would have been one of a national exercise by now, with their pictures all around. But now you've left it to the media, essentially, to be doing that.
My understanding was that when the young man was arrested, they even came all the way to Kaswa to search. But unfortunately, they couldn't locate the place of abode of the gentleman who had absconded, and they believe that maybe he's gone to Nigeria. I believe that now that he's gone to Nigeria, we have to find a way to get the Nigerian authorities to get themselves actively involved. Police investigation doesn't end in one day unless they've come to a final conclusion. So far, they have not given up. It's just that maybe the processes that is creating a little bit of delay.
So
I'm
the girls
sure that they should be able to.
Are the girls alive from the conversations that you've had? What do we know? Because one of the parents is thinking because they saw...
They believe that they are alive. They believe that they are alive.
Do we have any idea where they could possibly be?
The process was that they were supposed to have picked up the money, send the money to somebody in Koforia. It was that lady who picked the money that was arrested. And then the process started to actually also locate this gentleman who is in the cooler now. So I believe that is part of the processes that is going on. But they believe that the children are alive.
The police commander sounded like he needed help. You're a member of parliament. What kind of collaboration is going on?
I believe that the most important thing is to get a lot of our people to start pushing the pictures that are in the system, so that people can recognize the faces, so that no matter where they are, if they find suspicious activities of some ladies with some men somewhere, they'll be able to prompt the police to follow up quickly.
Well, that's something that we've already started, JoyNews, on social media and on air as well. So as we speak now, we've got the pictures rolling on the screens, and hopefully somebody can identify.
The other media institutions and those on the social media platforms, everybody should be able to start pushing it.
Is there somebody who is still talking to the kidnappers? Are they making more demands?
Currently, I don't have any information on that.
Okay. So how much more time? I mean, the earlier incidents were reported in August. A lot of people got to know about it in December. And we're told 3 girls. Are they 3 or 7?
My information from the police is that there are 3. If anybody has additional information, I believe they need to report it to the police to take it up.
Okay. But your constituents, you haven't had any reports from
the
people in the constituency that they are... Okay.
What happened was that one day I was there when we were told that somebody had escaped from the cells, which is in Takrady, the central police station. So the women who were selling there came to me that they've been sacked from where they've been selling, and they needed me to intervene. And I said, so how come that this kidnapping case, for all this while, the police has not been able to uncover it? So these are some of the issues that come up. But I believe that we should have faith in our police so that they will be encouraged to continue doing the search. Now that it's a big public outcry, I believe that they are also human beings. They will appreciate the urgency of the situation and make sure that they are able to bring back those girls home.
Is there help coming from the police headquarters, do you know?
No, but definitely as far as it's got into the region and the gentleman has moved to, it's suspected to have moved to Nigeria. Naturally, I mean, the police headquarters will be giving them the support they need.
Okay. All right. We'll leave our conversation here. Hopefully, when you have a lot more information, you would be kind enough to share with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I know you're a Takrady girl. That's why you're also concerned.
I am passionate about this. This is on my heart. That's a member of parliament for Takrady telling us about what he knows. Roland, we do have a lot more people that we'll be speaking to.
Yeah, definitely. We have the mayor for Secondary Takrady Metropolitan Assembly, and Anthony Sam is joining us on the line. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
No, great. So far, what do you know about the numbers? We keep hearing 3 from the Ghana Police Service, especially the command in Takrady. But just yesterday, we also had some information from the ministry and the minister that the numbers are 7 about the girls that have been kidnapped so far.
Thank you, sir. Greetings from the people of Secondary Takrady. What the figure the police told you is what we are aware of. We are not aware, the commander told you, we are not aware of the 7 figure you are quoting.
Now, for all this while, since the first incident may have been reported to the police since August the last year, what has been the DISEC or the MESEC own collaboration with the Ghana Police Service to get to the bottom of the subject?
Thank you, sir. Since the issue cropped up, we've been meeting severally on this issue. But, you know, as regards the matters of security and police doing their investigation, you don't rush them or you don't rush quickly to the press to put information out there. If you do so, you will disrupt the investigation and you may give way for the perpetrators to hide or run away. And it's not the best. That is why we have not come out to tell them that this is what we are doing. For now, we were supposed to meet yesterday, but the police who were supposed to give us the briefing had some assignment in connection with this. That is why they didn't come for a briefing. But within the next 24 hours or 48 hours, we'll be meeting and we will update you on what we are doing. Really, we have started to educate the general public on this issue. The plans we have put in place is to bring the general public aware to what is happening and what they have to do, especially going out in the night or allowing the children to be walking alone, leaving the houses, the gates without any helper and the rest. These are the things we are meeting stakeholders to help educate the public. We've invited the NCCE, the non-formal, the Ministry of Information and the rest all on board so that we meet and strategize and go out there and do more education so that people will be aware and will know the precaution measures to take. to avert the situation.
We spoke to the police commander. He seems to be at his wit's ends in how to resolve the crisis.
He seems to do what?
Okay. So we spoke to the police commander. He and his men, they don't seem to have any information and way around resolving the crisis. Is that true?
No, I beg to differ. From the information I'm getting from them with the dissect meeting, immigration and all are on board. You know, when it happens like this, immigration has a role to play. So they are also doing their house-to-house something, and the BNI is also on it. Like I said, I cannot put all the information in the general public, but they are doing this and they are reporting daily on what is going on. In the evening or in the night, visiting pubs and nightclubs and the rest are all ongoing. And even they have gone further to visit from home. So please, we are working tirelessly on it. We hope we will nip it in the bag very soon.
Yeah, true. But the parents are concerned. Is it not quite interesting that since August until recently, when the media had been on the heels of the police, even the pictures of the victims had not been circulated so that the public could also complement the investigations of the police and identification?
Yes, sir. That's why I'm saying that we asked the police to do that, but they told us that if they put it out there, it will interfere with the investigation and they are doing. And the perpetrators, when they get to know that, they will run away. So we should keep it under quiet. That is what the police told us. So we were waiting for them until the December own came and the guy escaped and he was rearrested. And that's why the general public got to know of it. And you remember there was even some small demonstration as to having no trust in the police for allowing the guy to escape before they rearrested him. So we are on the heels of the police, including all the security agencies.
That's quite interesting. You chair the MISEC.
Yes, please.
What do you think about the response from the police on that subject?
Oh, they are progressive. They are progressive because when the police give their report, other members of the security agencies are also there. You have the Navy, the soldier, all of them are there. So we judge and come to a conclusion which will be help us to make sure that the Twin City is a very safe place for people to dwell. So we are working seriously at it. Police will give its report out there. And other members who are working behind the scenes will also put that there. Then at the round table, we all judge and take a decision which will go to make sure that there is peace within the metropolis.
Yesterday you didn't meet. So when are you meeting next?
Within the next 24 hours, we are meeting. Because the police were to give a brief us and they said they were on that issue. They haven't finished. And they went somewhere, so they will come today. So we just called them. We called them yesterday that they should let us speak today. So I'm on my way to the office and I'll make sure after my own day celebration, we will meet on it.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
Personally, how do you feel about all these incidents?
Not personally, but as a leader, you should show concern. And it is not safe. You cannot preside over a city where the safety of the people cannot be guaranteed. So we are all disturbed about the issue. So we are not fit. You could even ask people around 10 and 12 o'clock. You see me going around the checkpoints and other places, making sure that all those who have been through there are safe. Maybe we give our vehicle to convey the police to the various checkpoints. So we go there and the police commander will assess to it. Even when you go and the people there and things are not enough, I give a call for them to know that we are monitoring what is going on. Even the commander who came to 2 p.m., they came for us to assist them during the unitary period. We assisted them, and they all helped in monitoring the situation during the unitary. So seriously, we have not relaxed on this. We are not taking it actively at all because it's not a good look for us.
Personally, have you visited the families of the victims?
Come again?
Have you visited the families of the victims?
Yes, we made an attempt to go there. I've not been there personally now. We made an attempt to go there, and the police said they will take us there. We have not visited, but the electoral area people, the assembly members, have done that contact for us.
And according to Mr. Ochidaku Mensah, the MP for Takrady, he said the first incident was apparently recorded in August. And since August, you as head of MISEC, you haven't visited any of the families of the victims. But you say you are concerned. How do we reconcile that?
why I'm saying that it is the police we are moving with, right? I don't know the abode and the rest. So we contacted the police, and they said they would take us to the place, right? Because they are on the investigation. But since they live within the electoral area, and we are working with the assembly as well. The assembly members have been tasked to go and visit them, and they have done that. I was there for some time, but notwithstanding, it's my duty to do that.
All right. So, okay.
Uncle Sam, my name is Mama B. I've got two questions for you. What I hear from you is a lot of hope. You sound very positive, and you say you're making progress. I wonder by what means you're measuring that progress. What's the measure?
Thank you. The measure is that you are heading a city, heading a message, and these things are going on. You should make sure that the number doesn't escalate. And you should make sure that what brought about these things are curtailed. That is why I'm saying that at the meeting, the immigration are making inroads. You know, they have to locate where these people are and find out their documents and the rest. And the immigration is doing that. And BNI are also doing their part, like the police. And I said the military also assisting us with all this. So all the security agencies are on board and assisting us. That is why I have the hope and assuring the general public that it should be calm and we are working at it.
And you say you're getting collaboration from the other units, which is a very good thing. You may not have personally visited the families, but you could be giving them some sort of supports. Is there any support to the families?
For now, we haven't, please.
Is there anything you're considering?
Yes, please.
Would you mind sharing?
Please, I plead with you. If I can finish with this meeting, then I come out with it.
Okay. Roland will wrap up with you.
All right, so I have to wrap up with you. And you said that you work closely with the Ghana Immigration Service. It means that perhaps it's also related with the influx of non-Ghanaians or aliens into your metropolis. Is that true?
Yes, please.
Do you keep account of the numbers who make entry and out? Those who are not residents and those who are residents who necessarily are not Ghanaians?
The immigration have those figures. They are working on it because every now and then they prevent going by the sea, those trying to do the way, those entering from Ivory Coast and the rest, they have this data. The
Ghana Immigration Service, the committee that you chair, which is for security, are they members?
Yes. Come again.
The Ghana Immigration Service, are they members of the security committee that you chair?
Yes, please, they are. That's why I said they are working closely with them. They are.
But they've never discussed the numbers of aliens who make entry into the metropolis, etc.
They have, and they say that the numbers are going down, apart from the Nigerians whose numbers are coming up. So that's why I said they are moving from their abode or their areas they have identified that that's where they are residing to do the necessary checks.
The last time you interacted with the Ghana Immigration Service, what did they say the numbers are? Because you said they are going down. So what are the numbers?
Oh, sir, I cannot remember offhand, but the numbers are there. Unless I consult my documents, please.
Well, thank you on the subject. But that's the Metropolitan Chief Executive for Secondary Takrady. In the meantime, though, we know that as the mystery of the kidnapped Takrady girls deepens, the families of two of the missing girls talked to our own Kojo Yankson, expressing their deep concerns about the work so far undertaken by the Ghana Police Service. After holding a suspect in custody for over a month and a half, the families are baffled by the lack of progress in finding their loved ones. They say the police are either incompetent or complicit.